Ridge Racer, etc. Now then, from what I can remember, if you didn't shoot any of them, you got something optional, which I can't quite remember whether it was a sunset mode or something. Right. Now then, the Ridge Racer games were some of my favourite racing games, if not my favourite racing games on the PS1. And I played these to death. I did get all the secret cars. No, there's one secret car in this one, which is the first one, which you have to get by, I can't remember, do you have to complete the game and then do a time trial on one of them or something? Don't really know, I don't really remember anymore. But I think it was called the Devil, was it? Or the Devil's Son or something. Something silly. And then, oh, piss. In Ridge Racer Revolution, which I can't quite remember if Ridge Racer Revolution was the second one or the third one, to be perfectly honest, but yeah, in Ridge Racer Revolution, Christ almighty, that's a mouthful. You had 3 cars to get, which was it the Devil's Son, the Devil and the Angel or something it was called? I can't quite bloody remember now. I just remember getting them. And in fact, what I did was the morning I got the Angel, I believe, was a Thursday morning or something. It was one of those days that it was raining, and I tend to do a lot of gaming before going to work in various jobs, and not just gaming, watching TV, maybe watch a film, because I don't like to, like some people can cope with getting up, going straight to a job. I can't, so I'd rather wake up a couple of hours earlier and watch a film or a TV show or do a bit of gaming, because then I feel as if work is an interruption of my day and not the reason why I got out of bed. But that's just me, that's just how I think. And there was this one morning I was so determined to get the Angel on Ridge Racer Revolution. I had the other 2 cars that I decided to just pull a sickie. I didn't bother going into work. And it was a job, I remember at the time, where I started work at something like 7:30 in the morning. And it was about 11:40 when I actually got the car after countless, I've decided to make up words, countless retries. What did I come? First or second? Game over. Okay. Let's keep going then. What's the options? No. I'm sure there was a sunset mode or a sunset option if you didn't shoot any of the things at the start, or I don't know, maybe it was one of those other games, but anyway. Yeah, I'm sure there was. Right. Perhaps I'm getting mixed up now between the PlayStation and the PlayStation Portable, because there was Ridge Racer and Ridge Racer 2 for the PSP, PlayStation Portable, for those who can't work that out. Now then, what's coming back to me is Ridge Racer Revolution, and something known as Rage Racer. Christ, I can't speak. Sorry, it's all that burnt popcorn I've been eating. Stuck my mouth together. Rage Racer, I believe, was the third one. And then Ridge Racer Type 4, the fourth one. Then I think Ridge Racer 5 came out on the PlayStation 2. Ridge Racer 6 came out on the Xbox 360. Ridge Racer 7 came out on the PlayStation 3. And I think that was it. Ridge Racer Unbound came out on a lot of platforms, and most people wanted it to just disappear very quickly because it was that bad. But again, these were one of the games that you could just kind of just chill out and just play. No need for thinking, no need for reading subtitles, no puzzle solving. Just put your foot down, or your thumb down rather, and just keep going and going until you get first place in all tracks. I think there's only 3 tracks, but then they do mirror mode as well. Is it mirror mode and then reverse and then mirror mode reverse or something? Not exactly very adventurous, but technically 9 different-ish tracks. But yeah, like the other videos, you know, I've tracked these games down in charity shops and whatnot after not playing them for years, and I'm doing the memory lane type videos. I've not played it for a while. I played it on the PSP. Hang on. Ah, have I got to manually choose between each fucking level? Right, okay, I'll tell you what then. That's right, there were only 4 cars, wasn't there? Something stupid. Let's try that one. Can't quite work out what's better for traction and whatnot. But what I tend to do, just in case this is the first video of mine you've ever seen, is just play. Give it about half hour's worth of play. Unless, of course, like True Pinball didn't fucking work. I couldn't get past the menus. Or any other games that are so boring and shit that I turn them off in anger. But I'll give this half hour's worth of play, see how far I get. I'll try and see what else I can remember. I remember liking the techno-y soundtracks. I mean, nowadays I think you can, is it Ridge Racer 7 or something on the PlayStation Store, you can buy all the original music. I can't quite remember if this game, you know, like the original PlayStation disc itself, was like a mixed mode of game data, and the tracks were actually burnt in like a CD rather than played as a file in the game itself. So I think what I remember getting a pile of PlayStation games and putting them on the CD player. Anybody remember those? That's quite retro as well, isn't it? You know, compact discs. I suppose even MP3 is retro these days now, what with FLAC and WAV files being pretty much the norm. But well, for me anyway. Oddly enough, I still have a stereo. I could actually try and see if I can play these tracks through it. Why, I don't know. Oh, there was a media player on the original PlayStation, wasn't there? Because if you look on YouTube and type in PlayStation 1 modifications, you'll find that there are a lot of audiophiles out there who claim that the original PlayStations that came out, the ones that had the phono plug outputs, that's the one I had, they're one of the best CD players you can get, surpassing a lot of high-end systems. But I'm not that bothered. I don't think my body could cope with stuff like that. You know, I've got kind of, not chronic, but I've got quite bad tinnitus, so I've always got a continuous hiss or ringing noise in my ears. So going out and forking out hundreds and thousands of pounds on hi-fi equipment seems a bit sort of pointless, really. This is essentially racing around the same track, isn't it? Or didn't I choose the track? Did I choose the car on the same track? Am I a complete tit? Ah, fuck, I meant to choose the next track. Oh, you stupid sod. Right. I'll tell you what. No, it was mid-level. I'll tell you what I'll do then. I'll go back to the original car at mid-level and give that one a blast. Or maybe it only had one fucking level in it.
Wow, what a start! This is just what I wanted to see. 3 laps to go.
3 laps, alright. Alright. I might see if I could track down one of those original PlayStations then. I saw a charity shop. I was in one charity shop last week looking for games. They didn't have a single game in there, not for any console or even PC. But what they did have was a series of original PlayStations all on a shelf for $9.99. So if they've got one of those with the audio out, might be worth having for prosperity's sake, I guess. Bearing in mind that was the style of console I first had. Christ, how much did it cost? How much was the original PlayStation when it first came out? Was it £265 or something, or $299? And games like this, you had no problem paying 45 quid for, and you look at them now and you think, fucking, there are better games on my phone. But that's the sign of the times. That's the whole thing about retro gaming. playing something from the past. And this was considered to be quite high spec. I mean, I think this was it an arcade game first? Yeah, they usually are first. You don't make arcade games of console games, do you? I don't think anyway. But I might be wrong. Feel free to comment. But yeah, it was, you know, going back in those days, paying 45 quid, that was that was like a third of my wages. When I think of it now, a third of my wages went on a game. But I was kind of grateful for trading in and second-hand games. Oh, there was a trick that you're able to do with that corner I just went round. Not the one literally then, but the other corner. If you skidded in the opposite direction, you did like a perfect turn. Am I on lap 3? I can't see whereby on the screen to see which lap I'm on. Oh, I'm on the 3rd lap. I can see it now. And I'm in 4th position. So that's shit, isn't it? I'll give it one more go, because otherwise it's just going to be the same old, same old. But I want to try and have a go at doing that reverse sort of skid.
3, 2, 1, go! Wow, what a start! This is just what I wanted to see. 3 laps to go.
This is, oh, honestly, such a fantastic nostalgia trip for me. Because when I'm playing these games, not only am I remembering playing the games, but I'm remembering the music and everything that was around at the time. Right, now then, this is that one whereby if you turn like that, you used to be able to do a perfect skid. I kind of messed that up. But it was a great way of getting around that corner fast. I mean, when was this out? 96, 97? I mean, alright, it's not exactly 20 years yet, but my first attempt at doing it for a good amount of years anyway. Didn't seem to pull it off too badly. Got 2 more attempts at doing it. But this was one of these on rails type arcade games, as opposed to you know, the likes of V-Rally, which is more, you know, if that's supposed to be virtual rally, it's more like fucking virtual pinball. That's the way I play it is anyway. Alright, come on, too much of a skid there. See, fuck that up. Now that'll make a big difference now on the corner coming up, because I won't have achieved a high enough speed. See? Piss balls, bastard. Fucking hell. Humongous smashing fuck. Right. Yeah, back in 10th. But it is an on-rails game. You do need to be pretty flawless, because you don't catch up to cars because they've crashed. They don't tend to crash or slow down. it's more of an obstacle course rather than a racing game, if that kind of makes sense.
Final lap. Hang in there.
And that was an obstacle that just got in my way. Oh, fuck. This is with the original car as well, isn't it? I didn't bother with the faster one. Not until much later. Piss. Right, so I've one last attempt, is it? Kind of. Kind of. But yeah, I mean, if you practice that, you can get around the corner without... It appears that you can get around the corner without slowing down. And it's a very bizarre thing to understand. But... Oh, piss fucking hell. Yeah. 5th. That'll do, I guess. But, yeah. Wow, that was a blast from the past. A good one as well. I'm going to keep this, I think.